The golden, crackling skin of a whole roasted pig is the heartbeat of every major Filipino celebration. When a lechon is carried into a room, the conversation stops, the music fades, and the crowd gathers in a silent, reverent circle. It is more than just a meal. It is a symbol of abundance, a testament to community, and the ultimate centerpiece of Filipino hospitality. While the name lechon comes from the Spanish word for milk, referring to a suckling pig, the tradition of roasting meat over an open fire is deeply rooted in the pre-colonial history of the Philippine archipelago. Long before Spanish ships arrived on the horizon, indigenous communities were already mastering the art of the spit roast. This was a communal act, a way to feed a village during harvest festivals or spiritual rites. Over centuries, the technique evolved, blending ancient indigenous methods with the influence of trade and colonial history to create the culinary icon we recognize today. The magic of a perfect lechon lies in the patience of the process. It is not a dish you can rush. The preparation begins hours, sometimes days, before the fire is even lit. The pig is cleaned and seasoned from the inside out, stuffed with a fragrant bouquet of aromatics, lemongrass, garlic, onions, and tamarind leaves are packed into the cavity, infusing the meat with a complex, earthy aroma that permeates every fiber as it cooks. The exterior is often brushed with a mixture of coconut water, milk, or soy sauce to ensure that the skin achieves that signature mahogany glow and a crunch that can be heard from across the table. As the pig rotates slowly over glowing charcoal, the fat renders down, basting the meat in its own juices. This is a labor-intensive craft. A master lechonero must constantly monitor the heat, rotating the spit with rhythmic precision to ensure an even cook. If the fire is too hot, the skin burns. Too cool, and the meat loses its tenderness. It is a delicate dance of fire and patience that requires years of experience to perfect. Regional pride runs deep when it comes to this dish. In Cebu, often cited as the lechon capital of the world, the preparation is legendary for its bold, herb-heavy stuffing. The Cebuano style is so flavorful that many argue it needs no dipping sauce at all. Yet, in other parts of the country, the experience is incomplete without a side of liver-based gravy or a sharp, spiced vinegar that cuts through the richness of the pork. These regional variations are not just about ingredients. They represent the local landscape, the available herbs, and the unique history of each province. The cultural significance of lechon is perhaps best understood through its role in the Filipino calendar. It is the mandatory guest at every wedding, baptism, and fiesta. During Christmas Eve, or Noche Buena, the presence of a lechon on the table is a sign that the family has been blessed with a prosperous year. It represents the Filipino value of sharing, the idea that no one should feast alone. When a lechon is served, it is carved and distributed to everyone present, ensuring that the bounty is shared among neighbors, friends, and extended family. In 2009, the global stage finally took notice when the late Anthony Bourdain visited Cebu. After tasting the local specialty, he famously declared it the best pig he had ever eaten. That moment did more than just put a spotlight on a single dish. It validated a centuries-old tradition and introduced the world to the depth of Filipino culinary heritage. It turned a local staple into a global icon, proving that the simplest ingredients, when prepared with enough care and community spirit, can create something truly world-class. Today, the lechon remains a resilient symbol of Filipino identity. Despite the rise of modern convenience foods and fast-paced living, the tradition of the whole roasted pig persists. It reminds us that some things are worth the wait. It reminds us that the best meals are those that bring us together, forcing us to slow down, share a plate, and celebrate the bonds that tie us to one another. Whether it is served at a grand wedding in a bustling city or a small family gathering,